Okay. Yes. Okay, you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. Tell me your name and a little bit about your background. Like, where are you from?
My name is Stan Osipov. I was born in Siberia, in Russia. At the age of 4, I moved to California, and now I live and work in California.
And what pseudonym do you go by, and how did you come up with it?
I go by the name Beebosloth. It was something that I made up when I think I was about 6 or 7 years old. It was a superhero that I made up. Just like every other kid, when I was young, I wanted to grow up and be a superhero, so that's what I made up. So.
And how long have you been an artist for? How did you become an artist?
I have been. I've been working on Beebosloth as an art project for the last 4 years. Kind of got fed up with just working service jobs, working in offices, and I've always liked to draw, so I tried to stake it out on my own.
What was the first time you realized that people really responded to your artwork? And when did you see it shift?
The shift happened at the end of 2016, right at the end of 2017. I posted on my Instagram a little skeleton sitting at a bar with a quote, and it blew up, and so I just decided to draw skeletons because people can really empathize with them, and I would write my thoughts and feelings about just how I felt, or just day-to-day life and things going on underneath, like in the captions. So people really started kind of giving me good feedback, probably about just a few months into starting to post the whole skeleton project, and I just stuck with it.
How long have you been treating Beebosloth as your main career for?
For the last 4 years. I mean, I only really seriously got involved into making it something worthwhile probably about 2 years ago, where I went and I trademarked the name, and I started kind of putting my work out there to sell, trying to print it onto clothing and trying to sell prints and things like that. So for about 2 years solid now.
What is the goal with Beebosloth? What everlasting message would you like to convey with your artwork?
It's a good question. The everlasting message I would like to convey is that don't take life too seriously and just be kind to one another. I think that's what I want people to take away. Even though it looks kind of dark, just like life, it's not always that dark.
And what are some of your inspirations that you utilize when creating artwork with Beebosloth?
Basically everything that's going on in the world today, everything from just walking the dog and seeing how animals interact with one another, to just watching how people interact with one another. Just going outside or just turning on the TV or going on the internet is enough to get enough inspiration for a whole week's worth of stuff.
Is there one type of person that you try to, target with your artwork?
The type of person I try to target is somebody who likes to think for themselves. Somebody who, when they hear something, they don't just take it at face value. They analyze, what does it actually mean? Why is that being said to me? And what can I do with this information? What is actually going on around me? I like to attract people who think for themselves.
And finally, what do you feel like sets you apart as an artist, whether that's Beebosloth or just you as a person from other folks?
I feel like I'm a pretty genuine person. What you see is what you get. I'm not gonna lie to you just to get ahead. I'm just a regular guy, and I don't know. I don't put on like a influencer persona or anything. It's just not in me. I just want to make art, and I just want people to see it. And if I can support my family on it, then awesome. That would be the best thing.
And actually, why have you chosen to remain anonymous? Why not show your face or persona with your artwork?
Well, because I don't think my face is important. It's not about me. It's about what I'm making or what I'm, creating. If people want to see what I look like or if they want to interact with me, that's fine. I don't mind. I'm not the most well spoken, and I don't always know what to do with my hands and whatever, so.
Okay. And why do you want to be on this website? What do you feel like you will gain from it?
I just want to get my work out there, and I want to be able to actually see a return for my hard work. I've been getting ripped off by Chinese manufacturers since I've started putting my work out there, and there's obviously a high demand for my work because I have people messaging me every day almost saying that there's sticker packs or there's merchandise and just my work is being sold everywhere. And it's a little bit frustrating seeing that and knowing that I put in the work but I don't have anything to show for it. So I would hope that this website will help me facilitate some growth, and hopefully just help my work get out there so that it's not just crushed by an algorithm on Instagram,
And lastly, what advice would you give to an up and coming artist today who was starting from the bottom?
I would say work smarter, not harder. I know that's an old phrase, but the internet has so many tools, and there's so many people who have had life lessons, who have had the time to put videos together about their experiences. So if you're a young artist and you want to succeed in the modern art world, it's changing so rapidly. You need to stay on top of what's going on. You need to stay on top of everything. Just look at how art relates to every single part of the economy. Look at how art relates to cryptocurrency. Just keep doing what you do. Don't make it about the money, but stay in tune with how the world is evolving. Because if you just stay and make art, just in the physical medium, you're already losing so many people who would potentially see it. I would say create every day, but do your research and then get it in front of as many people as you can with as many social media platforms as you can. But again, don't burn yourself out by just using social media. Just do some research first and see what the best ways of getting your work out there are. And yeah, that's about it.
And why don't you just quickly show us some of the things that you've made with your artwork, maybe some of the apparel print?
This is just a big canvas. I've been trying to make bigger stuff recently. I got an air compressor, so I'm going to be doing some more airbrush stuff. This is actually oil sticks on primed canvas. Here we have the merchandise kind of clothing aspect of Beebosloth. This is one of my favorite designs. We have a skull hidden in a mechanic there. This is my studio, what you see, and this is basically where I keep just the stock. Here's some physical prints, nice letterpress prints, and then basically, yeah.
What are those skateboard decks?
So these skateboard decks are something that a job that my manager and my fiance has landed me. She gets me most of my work. This is something that's being sold exclusively at a local skate shop here in San Diego called Overload. So if you want one of these, go get them. There's only like 100 of them, and they're going pretty fast. There's probably There's probably not that many left, huh? So yeah, that's me. That's Beebosloth. And thank you for this opportunity. Oh, that piece is called Full Penetration.
Kind of hard to see with the light.
Yeah.
Good job.